Hey guys, and welcome back to a new tutorial. This I'm going to show you how you can set up an AI death screen jump scare that before he kills you, he plays a jump scare and I go directly to my death screen like this. So let's get started. Alright, so what do I currently have? I currently have a simple AI that basically just walks to random target point that I've set. And as soon as I jump in here and it gets sight of me, you can see it starts to target me. But as you can see, it just pushes me and it doesn't really have a death effect. So how can we set this up? In this case, we have this simple AI setup, which just gets these random target points that I've set here, gets a random one from it and calls the move. When it finishes the move too, it basically repeats this sequence over and over again. When it sees me using the pawn sensing right here, so when I click the AI, you can see the green barrier here. This is basically its sight. Normally you want to have it a bit more further out. I just have it really small for this testing scenario. So how can we make it target and actually kill me? So what we're going to do is we're going to add a box collision that I'm going to add in front and cover the spider as well. Something like this, maybe a little bit smaller, and then also cover the full width. And then make sure we cover everything, so even if you bump into the spider from the rear, it also triggers. Next up, we're going to add a camera component, which is this one. Not a cine camera, just a normal camera is fine. And we're going to drag it out. We're going to turn it the other way around so it faces the spider. Then we're going to position it right in front and not directly at it. And when you click on it, you're going to see this small viewport. And this is how it's going to look when you possess it. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back, go to our box collision, right click, add event, add on component begin overlap. And we first want to check if the player is actually overlapping and not if he bumps into something else. We want to make sure that it's our character. So for that, we're going to get player character. From the other actor, we're going to call an equal, attach it to the player. Then we're going to branch it. So we're going to make sure that only our character is overlapping before we can fire something else. What we're going to do next, so we're going to go down a bit, make a custom event. I'm going to call this attack player. Like so. Not the slash at the end. And then we're going to add it on true. So when the character is overlapping, it's true. We're going to call the attack for the spider. What is this exactly? We're going to get our player controller. We're going to change our camera, so set view target with blend, top one, and then our new view target will be the spider. So we're going to drag out, search for self, get a reference to self, and now we're going to possess this camera right here that's on the spider. Also, I'm going to get my character movement, not the camera, the character movement, set movement mode to none, meaning our character of our spider will not be moving while this is playing. I do have a pre-set up animation for the spider. So how can I call that? I'm going to drag out, search play animation montage. And for this case, I'm going to select my spider attack animation. If you have your own animation, make sure to select the correct one that you want to play when it needs to play the jump scare or the death animation. Next up, I do want to play a sound at the location, which is like a 3D sound. I'm going to add this cue right here. And to play it at location, make sure you've set the correct attenuation on the sound. And also get actor location, like this. And then I'm going to add a delay. Set it to 2 seconds. Then I'm going to call my own event fire damage. This is an event that is integrated in one of my frameworks. So if you want to have this framework as well, the link is in the description where you can read all about it and how it works. This just allows me to easily show my custom death screen that I have. So what we can do now, make sure to compile and save this. And then whenever we play the map, you can see the spider starts moving. We're going to jump in here and we're going to meet the spider. Make sure he sees us. Somewhere around here, hopefully. And there you go. He saw me, he attacked. And after 2 seconds, my death screen should play, which in this case, it's not. So let's check why this is not playing. That's because our damage amount has been set to 100. 1 instead of 100. So I'm going to change that real quick. It sees me right here. It attacks me. And after 2 seconds, my death screen is in here. And I can either restart the game or return to my menu and play the game or quit the game if I want to. And this is basically all you need to do to have a simple AI death screen for your game. Do you want to see more in-depth AI setups? Make sure to leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video.